Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His fifth year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards per play, and he was second in the league in passing yards with over 4,900. This guy gets it done, and his team really likes him as their leader.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson, and he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by Jalen.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Jackson to Boykin, 1st down, Baltimore.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And some room to roam now. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 62 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again. No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Draw play, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft. If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Michael Gallup. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now flags fly in. one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
His kick is good.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Brings up
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Brings up 2nd and
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
makes the score Cowboys 14, Ravens 12.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take him the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He'll run it, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now he's flushed out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 74 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Ingram.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, Cooper with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to Amari Cooper. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. at their 48-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, Elliott. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.